Oh, sorry, grade four. I was just doing my morning exercises. Hopefully, you're getting your morning exercises in as well. Yeah, that was just a morning routine, as we call it. Hopefully, you're getting into a little bit of routine to, getting your things done and so forth. Yeah, have some time to yourself, do your exercises, have a morning meeting with maybe your whoever may be running around the house. I have my morning meeting with Sully. He's a very good listener. He's as you've seen before, he's quite a nice little rabbit. Before the Easter spring break, I want to just kind of address a few things. We're going to kind of, pick up what's the word for it? Pick up some of the loose ends to finish up those, and then we'll head in to spring break. And then I will be giving some stuff tomorrow, as I understand it, that we will be giving some, things for you guys to work on after the spring break. So, as I said there in one of my morning meetings on the Google Classroom, is that, yeah, we will be doing, a lot after the break. Not a lot after the break, but we're going to do a lot after the break. So, I wanted to revisit who is Dr. Zeus. So, who is Dr. Zeus? And this was created or thought of thought of. Hopefully you can see that there. Good. Getting it all worked up. This way, maybe that. Oh my. There we go. We had it there. There we go. And hopefully you can see this. And this was Dr. Zeus. And these are some of the essentials that you will need in grade 5 when you leave us in grade 4 and so forth after this year. And who is Dr. Zeus? It kind of looks at periods at the end of your sentences, capital letters to begin sentences, where to place some commas, where to place some, what are those things called? Parentheses, the 6699, assisted by Glenn Anderson, like 66 was Mario Lemieux, and then Wayne Gretzky 99, and then the number 9 there, the comma after someone speaks or someone makes a statement. I mean, you put the parentheses around what they are actually saying, and we'll look at that later on because I have a book here that basically lays it all out and that kind of thing. So basically, as you know, I don't know why I come up with this word, but it's basically just one of those words that you basically say all the time. So here we go. Dr. Zeus, the best known doctor in the world, was not a doctor at all. Period. So doctor. Okay. And these are like Mr., Mrs., Miss, Master, and so forth. Those are, what are they called? Are they called pronouns? They might be. So let's look that up and see what that means. Those doctor. What does doctor, DR, period, kind of a word or abbreviation would that be? So, after dropping out of Oxford University, he did not want to disappoint his father by not completing a doctorate degree. So, he simply added the title doctor. And this is putting those two things on either side of the doctor to kind of bring to light or emphasize, or this is important. This is an important word in that sentence, to his middle name. So Let me repeat that, and then I'm going to read the whole story to you. Then I will give you an assignment with some true and false questions. So it's going to be fun. Just really quick true and false questions about the story. So this here is the first paragraph. In red is the first sentence. In black is the second sentence in this paragraph, and then I will read the second, third, and fourth paragraphs just out loud, and then you can listen to this video a few times to go back or do your questions, your true and false questions, your comprehension questions, so that you can comprehend. Comprehend is also a French word. It means to understand. Comprehend. And how do I say that in French? I'm not too sure, but I know it's a French word. Where is Mrs. Mackenzie when you need her? She's been great. Unbelievable work she's put in to this process. So if you see her, give her a big thumbs up. So yeah, this is the first paragraph, and I'll read it one more time. Dr. Suess, comma, the best known doctor in the world, comma, was not a doctor at all, period. After dropping out of Oxford University in England, he did not want to disappoint his father by not obtaining a doctorate degree, so he simply added the title doctor to his middle name. And this is also a PhD. You can get a PhD, like a doctorate in educational leadership, okay, and so forth. Or a doctorate, like a medical degree, is a little different. It's a doctorate of medicine, I think, if I'm correct or not. And I hope I do. I hope I'm correct at least 50% or half the time. Always get that. Or half the time, 50%, half the time. Yeah, so I'm going to read the rest of the story, like Paul Harvey. I'll read the rest of the story. Okay, so from the beginning, really quickly. Dr. Suess, the best known doctor in the world, was not a doctor at all. After dropping out of Oxford University, he did not want to disappoint his father by not obtaining a doctorate degree. So he simply added the title doctor to his middle name. Dr. Suess's real name was Theodore Giselle. He was born in Springfield, Massachusetts, just right under Nova Scotia, in 1904, while working as an editor-in-chief of a humor magazine. Do we like humor, 4B? Oh, we do a little bit. A humor magazine called the Jack-O-Lantern. The Jack-O-Lantern. He started to sign his work with his middle name, Suess. So his full name was Theodore Suess, Dr. Theodore Dr. Suess Giselle. Giselle's first children's book was Mulberry Street, written in 1937. Shortly afterwards, Giselle Bartholomew Cubans in the 5,000 Hats of Bartholomew Cubans was 1938, and Horton the Elephant, Horton Catches the Egg, 1940. In the 50s, Giselle wanted to solve the problem of the poor reading habits of school children, or Mr. Boylan, by publishing The Cat in the Hat, which was or used imaginary characters. So they used, let me rewind that. In the 1950s, Giselle wanted to solve the problem of poor reading habits of school children by publishing The Cat in the Hat, which used imaginary characters, cleverly rhyming with easy words, funny situations, and ordinary children facing everyday problems. Zeus used only 220 words to write the entire book. A friend of Zeus wagered that he could not produce a book using only 50 words. The result was Green Eggs and Ham, 1960, which is the third largest selling book in the English language. More than 100 million Dr. Seuss books have been sold worldwide, and they continue to sell today. Dr. Seuss Theodore Giselle died on September 24th, 1991. Wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So, not too long ago that he had passed away, but interesting life of Dr. Seuss. So, who was Dr. Seuss? Is our kind of assignment for the day. You can rewind this and then go to the Google Classroom and then answer those true and false questions. All right. Hope everything is going well for you guys, and so forth, and this kind of thing. Please email me. I hope to have every morning. I will put on something even over the spring break and over the Easter break, and so forth. So I wish you all the best, and so forth, and be safe. Be safe out there. Ask parents, guardians. If you're feeling, like, oh, there's too many people, go to a safe spot in your home. Hopefully the weather is going to get a little better. Just go and sit, grab a book. Hopefully you're reading every day. Just take that, escape with a book. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm reading The President is Missing. An interesting book that I'm reading now. And this kind of stuff. It's one of the favorite authors. So if you have a look, it's actually written a part, or there's a little bit part from President Clinton, and interesting. When I was in university, I studied American history. Always loved American history, and our cousins to the south of us, and so forth. So hats off to them, and hats off to you guys, my four B's. And be safe, and all the best to your moms, dads, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, parents, guardians, caregivers. All the best, and I will see you soon.